The movie starts in Milan, Italy. Jay is a musician by passion and was playing music in one of the streets along with his friends. Manasa approaches him to save her from a group of teenagers trying to tease her. Jay explains to the group of teenagers how he is going to beat each one of them without actually beating. To explain or to show his capabilities, he breaks down the car. By this, the group understands his capabilities and backs out. He also tells them to start loving all instead of fighting with one another. Jay drops Manasa at her residence and leaves. After a week, Manasa is in deeply love with Jay. Jay shows up at her residence and asks her out for coffee. She ignores. Later in the day, he again shows up and asks her out for dinner. Again, she says some other time by giving an excuse that she has to clean the room. Hearing this, Jay shows up at Manasa's residence and help her friends to clean entire house including Manasa's room, and he orders her favorite dinner which impresses Manasa a lot. On that weekend, Manasa goes on a trip with Jay and have lot of fun roaming around and dancing. At the end of the day, she explains to Jay that she has come to Italy to escape her life and to spend some good times. Once she completes her education, has to leave Italy and go back to her hometown in few weeks. She also mentions that she likes Jay very much, but she don't want to meet him again after this day because every person in her family is very cruel and kills people day in and day out. After hearing this, Jay leaves the place to never show up again. The following day, he leaves Italy and comes back to India and joins a college. He then comes across Purna gang in the college who is attacking the rival gang. In return, the rival gang also plans an attack against Purna's gang at night when they were totally drunk. But Jay protects the Purna gang by beating the strongest person from the rival gang. The following day, Purna thanks Jay for protecting him and his gang from rivals when they are drunk and unaware of the surroundings. When Purna comes to know that Jay is facing some problem with accommodation, he offers Jay to stay with him in his room. On the other hand, Manasa is searching all around for Jay in the Italy, but she finds him nowhere. Purna and his bag stays in the house of a bank manager, Mr. Veerapratap, and they take full advantage of him all the time. Purna invites Veerapratap and his family to his birthday party. Everyone, including Veerapratap, have good time in the party. Veerapratap's wife's sister is in love with Purna, and till now Purna was thinking fighting and gangs were the coolest things in the teenage life. But Jay tells him girls are the coolest thing at this age. He must try girls. After seeing Jay's signal, Pratap's wife's sister goes to Purna and asks for the dance. Both of them dance and have a very good time together. Purna likes this new interest in girls. Following day, he changes his attire and style, goes to college. Every girl shows interest in him. Back at home, Purna and Jay goes to Veerapratap to give the rent that is pending. Veerapratap in turn tells them that he got transferred to a new place. This new place is none other than Purna's hometown. Purna immediately calls his mother and tells that Virapratap is going to come and will stay in their house instead of bank quarters. Virapratap also feels very happy and is interested to go and stay in Purna's house. Manusa leaves Italy and comes back to India to her village. Back at Jay's college, the college declares holidays and Purna is going to his hometown. He also invites Jay to join him. He agrees and goes along with Purna. Upon reaching Purna's house, Jay thinks that the blood that is lying on the ground is of some animals, but Purna says that is human blood. Purna introduces Jay to everyone in the family. Then they come across Manasa. Manasa is shocked to see Jay along with Purna and is astonished to see the transformation of Purna. In the next few days, Jay changes Purna's father by explaining him how the people value him and how much they love him. However, Manasa's uncle is not in good terms with Jay. After few days, the opponent group tries to kill Manasa's uncle. They find a chance and they attack him. They almost kill Manasa's uncle. In the meantime, Jay appears there and he saves Manasa's uncle. By this time, everyone at Manasa's house except her uncle start liking Jay. Enraged by opponent's attack, Manasa's uncle plans an attack against opponent's group when he comes to know that they're traveling outside of the town along with the family. Then Jay disguises as a masked man and kills everyone who tries to attack opponent's group. When Manasa's uncle calls them to check upon whether they killed opponents or not, he picks the call and tells, "No one can touch my family when I'm around." Hearing this, Manasa's uncle gets shocked. Now we come to know that Jay is an opponent family member. Back at opponent's house, everyone thinks that Jay is around and protecting them. No one can go against Manasa's uncle. Only Jay can protect them from him. Back at Manasa's house, everyone feels that Jay is a correct and suitable person for Manasa to get married to. Manasa proposes to Jay. Then Jay tells his story that he is their opponent's son. The movie takes us back to the Jay's flashback. We come across Jay's mother, who is an event manager, and she lives with Jay in the city. In the marriage, Jay sees bride and his father their affection and feels bad for not having father-like figure in his life. Being touched by Jay's words, his mother reveals that he has a father and he lives very nearby. Jay wants to visit him. She explains everything about their flashback. Jay's family were living in the city. His father and mother will go to the village to celebrate festival and to stay there for few days. Manasa's uncle and their family attacks Jay's family and kill their grandfather during their way back to home from the station. Seeing all of this, Jay's father, Mr. Dev, decides to stay back at the village and bring change in the people so that they won't fight again. Jay's mother is against fights and cruelty. She leaves the village and goes to the city along with Jay, while Jay's father, Mr. Dev, still lives in village to protect and support the other villagers. After hearing all of this, Jay wants to visit his father. He then goes to his father's house in the village. Everyone is happy to receive him and celebrates his presence in the village. Vanilla, his aunt's daughter, Jay and Vanilla starts loving each other during his stay in the hometown. Jay spends few emotional moments with his father when he comes to know that his father is celebrating his birthday like a festival from the past 20 years. Jay feels emotional and understands the love of his father for him. Jay beats up people from the opponent group so hard when they try to intimidate his father. Seeing this, everyone from the village, including Jay's uncle, feels very happy since bloodline of their leader is fighting for them. As a revenge, the group belonging to the Manasa's uncle burns huts in Dev's village. They call Manasa's uncle and his team for the meeting in front of the commissioner since Jay's father, Mr. Dev, does not want any quarrels or fight in the villages and he wants everyone to live in peace. During multiple events, Manasa's uncle and his team try to kill Dev's son, that is Jay, but they fail. They could not even touch Jay or go nearby him. Later, Vanilla calls Jay's mother and tells her that the family has fixed her marriage, but she is in love with Jay and she wants to get married to the Jay. Then Jay goes to the family and convinces everyone that he is in love with Vanilla and will take care of her so well. Everyone in the family feels very happy and agrees for the marriage. Then Jay's mother visits Dev and promises him that she will stay beside him and will never leave till her death. The family arranges for the marriage of Jay and Vanilla. On the other hand, Manasa's uncle, knowing about the marriage, he plans to kill everyone in the family at one place. He sends his men to the marriage hall. In the meantime, Commissioner arrives at the marriage and informs Dev that the fights in the village have started again. All the people from both the villages were fighting with each other, and the reason behind all of this is none other than Jay, his son. Soon after, the commissioner leaves and the enemies start attacking Jay and his family. Jay manages to protect everyone in the family, but however, the opponents manages to kill Jay's mother. Immediately after the burial ceremony gets over, Dev asks Jay to leave the place immediately and to never show up again. Dev also blames Jay for his mother's death. After hearing Jay's story, Manasa supports him and thanks him for bringing happiness into their lives and helping them out. Later, Purna's father proposes Manasa's marriage with Jay and tells him to call his parents to fix the marriage. However, Manasa's uncle is not happy with the proposal and he is surprised how the entire family likes to marry Manasa to Jay, and he further adds, "Man who cannot fight is not a man at all." To prove him wrong, Jay fights with all the followers of Manasa's uncle. He then gets impressed by Jay's fighting skills and he is now happy to marry Manasa to Jay. Later in the day, he asks Jay to help him take revenge on his enemies, that is none other than Dev and his family. In response, Jay says, "The person you feel to kill is no longer alive, he is dead. Now, what you see is a 6 feet love instead of 6 feet hatred. Manasa's uncle feels very angry after coming to know that Jay is Dev's son, and he beats him so hard. At one moment, Manasa's uncle mentions that he will kill Jay first and then he is going to kill their entire family. Hearing this, Jay beats him so hard and can kill him in a moment, but Jay don't do that. By now, everyone in Manasa's family understands what Jay is trying to convey and what change he is trying to bring among them. They accept the intentions of Jay. After hearing good words from all the family members, Manasa's uncle also changes his mind and hugs Jay. By seeing all of this, Dev feels very happy and appreciates Jay for his effort and fulfilling his 20 years dream. He further adds, without Jay, he could have never ended the fights between the villages. On the other hand, Vanilla is waiting for Jay to come and marry her since a very long time. Jay shows up and proposes to marry him. Vanilla happily accepts his proposal. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like and comment.